Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm literally filming this video about 30 seconds after I had just finished my last one. So same outfit, we're just gonna keep it moving. And for this video, we're gonna be talking about my 2017 favorite powder products. So like bronzers, highlighters, face powders, things like that. So before we get started, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, there is a red subscribe button just down below. Click it and that way you will be notified whenever I post any future videos. With that being said, let's get on to it. I think I'm gonna start with blush only because I just like don't have that many. I have two blushes when I think about it that I used constantly, and I'm trying to get this one open without breaking a fingernail. Oop, there we go. So the first one is from Tarte and it is Tarte Exposed. And if any of you have ever used a Tarte blush, I mean, you can see how I've like basically taken off the entire stamp that's on that section. Tarte blushes last forever. I mean, I will never go through this entire thing. This thing will go bad before I can ever go through it. It's like hard as a rock right now. I don't know if you can really see, oops. I don't know if you can really see the shade. It's just a really healthy, kind of warm, pinky, purple maybe kind of color. I mean, it's like barely coming off. I actually don't even know how old this one is. I wonder if I shouldn't get a new one because it's hard as a rock. But this is just the perfect everyday blush. It lasts on your skin forever. And I actually wish that they would make these in smaller sizes, like more of their blushes in the little minis, because I feel like with this size, unless you're digging in this like every day, I just don't know how you can go through this. But this blush worked so well with almost every single makeup look that I've ever wanted to wear. So if you're looking for one that's just the perfect everyday, every makeup look blush, Tarte Exposed, you can't go wrong. I think this was towards like the end of summer. This is from Dose of Colors. They released it was like a mint collection. So the Mint For You collection. And this blush is called Statement. This is the pink one. I am wearing this one today. I don't know if it's like gonna show up at all. I haven't touched another blush in weeks and weeks and weeks. And I don't know if you can see, like I've already started to take the stamp off the center here. This is a tightly packed blush, but this is just the most beautiful, healthy pink color. Almost maybe with a slight peach to it, but they do have another blush that is definitely way more like peach, kind of coral. But again, this is the one called Statement. And I don't plan on slowing down on this one anytime soon. This is such a beautiful color. I just can't get enough of it. It just makes you look healthy. You know, and it's not overwhelming. I mean, I cake it on because you know I love my blush. That ain't nothing new. I actually only have 2 highlighters, so let's keep it going. I don't remember when this one came out. Was it 2016? Possibly, perhaps. But I can't stop using this. I also have this one on today, just like a little bit, not a ton. This is the Jouer highlighter in Rose Quartz. I have decided I personally like pink highlighters. They just look the best on me. I don't know if you can see how much I've used. This is a super fragile highlighter formula. So I don't travel with it, unfortunately. I would love to, but literally if you like set this down hard enough, a chunk falls out. It's just so lovely. But what I do is how I take Rose Quartz and I actually, when I bought this, I was like, why am I getting this? You know, I didn't think these shades were gonna work for me. If you haven't seen it, this is the Becca Chrissy Teigen collab. This highlighter is called Beach Nectar, which was created for this set. I'm gonna try and show you. I use this And I like dig my brush into this every day. And I put that on first, more so over the top of where my blush would be. And then I put the rose quartz just like on the high points. This, I didn't think I was gonna like this because it's definitely peach, like just almost orange, gold. I thought it was gonna be way too dark on me, and I mean, it probably is. Can you see that? It's like definitely kind of dark, which is why I place it a little bit more so on top of the blush that I'm wearing, almost like a blush topper. But when I mix the two together, it's just everything I could ever want. I dig my brush into this thing daily, and I've like barely put a dent in it. I don't know, but I would love if they made that like permanent product because it's so beautiful and it's just not too much. I just absolutely am obsessed with it. I cannot stop. I have 3 face powders. One is drugstore, and I've used it in nearly every single video that I've ever made ever. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder in transparent, 001 transparent. You guys have seen me use this. It keeps your skin matte. I use it as a setting powder. It makes my makeup last longer before the oils really start to peek through. Super cheap, $3 or $4. I've gone through a few of these, and you can see I'm about, you know, I've hit pan and I've used quite a bit of this. It's just such a nice powder, and it smells like clean soap. I really like that about it. Oh my God, a breath. I've forgotten how to speak. Okay, this next powder, I think I've also used this in many, many videos. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. And this is just a translucent powder. If you can see how much I've used, like I really should just get a new one. But this is so perfect. Like I love this. So it looks really white, but I've taken tons of pictures and stuff, and it never makes me look like a ghost when I use it. But I love using this right under my eyes where I have giant crater-like pores on my cheeks, my nose, just the center of my forehead, and my chin. And I just think it does such a fantastic job of setting my makeup. This one, so I don't use this probably the way that you're supposed to. I mean, like I do and I don't. So this product, so this is from Tarte. I love Tarte, you guys. Whenever I think about it, I think Tarte is my favorite brand. I'm just putting it out there. I'm saying it now. I think they're my favorite. Anyway, this is the Tarte Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation. Okay, yes, this is a powder foundation, I know. And I've actually hit pan on it, which I'm really proud of myself for. I mean, I can literally see the rings of the pan. I'm about to like destroy this whole thing. I have the shade Light Neutral. I use this 2 different ways. If you watched my last video, where I mentioned the Herborian CC cream, and that this really does a good job of just kind of like smoothing your skin, making your skin tone look really smooth instead of being like maybe like me, I have a lot of redness and discoloration. I will use this to kind of set my makeup because I know that this obviously has more coverage. So if I feel like I really need more coverage than just this and concealer, I will use this powder to kind of set my face. And it is, oops, I just shattered it more. This is so smooth and creamy. I don't know if you can see like how much coverage that it has. Oops, I put that on top of the highlighter. That's not gonna show anything. Also, I use it as it's meant to. And I do use it just as a regular powder foundation. Actually, I never thought I would say this because I was like, that's gonna make me look old and dirty and like crusty. And I actually use this when I just don't feel like doing my makeup. You know, when I'm like really, really rushed out the door, I'll just grab a dense powder brush and just buff this into my skin. And it looks so good. And honestly, by the end of the day, this powder foundation can sometimes look a lot better than any high-end foundation that I could have worn, after having worn it all day. A lot of times I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, this looks better than a liquid foundation. So if you haven't tried this yet, I would recommend giving it a shot. I think it is great. If I feel like I really need to conceal under my eyes, what I'll do is I'll just put liquid concealer under my eyes first, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I have my last two products. You guys, I'm telling you, and you'll see it in the rest of the videos that I have to put up, ColourPop just blew my mind this year. So they released bronzers, and I know a lot of people complained because they don't list what the shade is on the back of the pan. So what I did is that when it arrived in its package, I peeled off the sticker that said the shade and I just like stuck it to the back of the pan. So this is the bronzer in the shade Private Party. I'm so impressed. So this is what Private Party looks like. I don't know if you can see, like I can see the rings of the pan underneath. I'm so close to hitting pan on this. I am wearing this one today as well. I don't feel like it's too warm. I mean, it's definitely on the warmer side. I don't actually know where this falls in their spectrum of bronzers. I want to say it's maybe like the second or third shade in their range. But this is so good. It blends so easily. It's not too overly pigmented. I feel like you can build it up to exactly what you want. And I can't stop using this. Like, this is a product I have used like ever since I got it. I almost don't use anything else. I mean, there's like one other bronzer that I've kind of been using here and there, but this is like all I want to use. I don't know if I'm just, all of a sudden I'm also in this mood where I want to use up the things that I have. I don't want to have them go to waste. But the ColourPop bronzers, if you haven't tried them, I really do recommend them. I think they're just, I was just so surprised. I really was surprised with ColourPop this year. So let me give you a little color here. So it looks kind of shiny. Maybe I still have highlighter on my hands. I'll put it right here. As you can see, it's not like too overpowering or anything like that. It's not like, it's not too sheer, but it's not too much. Like, it's just like you can build it up just perfectly. So, and again, I think they're $6, maybe $8 if you get it in the little compact. The last thing for the face products, this came out not too long ago, maybe like a month or two, but I can't stop using it. It's also from Tarte again.
Why are you talking to a camera? Love you.
This is also from Tarte. Of course, you know they're my favorite. This is the new Park Ave Princess Chisel palette. Like, look at this thing. It's so pretty. It's big, it's heavy. It's like a block of gold. But this is like a contour kit. So you have your pink toned powder, your yellow toned powder, like a really gray, not like super gray, but like a gray toned contour, and then you have your 3 bronzers. So the only ones that I've been using are these 3 right here specifically. I have also used this one, but I don't really think I can use these 2 unless I'm like really, really tan. And like, I actually don't think I'll ever be able to use this one, but these are so nice. It smells like vanilla chocolate, and you can't really see, but I have actually put kind of like a groove into all 3 of these. They have like really nice coverage for just being, you know, setting powders basically. If you saw my other video where I mentioned the ColourPop concealer, it kind of gets like a shade darker. So I'll use these 2 powders to lighten it up so that I don't have to go and like purchase a whole new one. And then this is like, I love this contour color so much. Let me show you. Just dry my hand off. And you can see it's definitely got like a gray tone to it. I go a little heavy-handed, I admit. I kind of look crazy when I use it, but it's super blendable. I just absolutely love this. So if you see this in stores or if you've been thinking about this, I mean, I haven't heard one bad thing about this from anyone, and I haven't used any other contour kit at all since I've got this. Like, I used to use the Kat Von D one a lot. This is all I use. I just love this thing. It's fantastic. If you're interested in trying some of these products out, or if you've tried them, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.